Some more tips today on adding some quick color to your sketch cards. So today, Captain Phasma, and I want to throw in some quick, you can see I already put a little bit of quick color on here. I was in a rush and I thought, I was kind of thinking less is more. Now I'm looking at this and it's cool. Okay, it's okay. It's neat, but it could be better. And the perfectionist in me, I always want to make things as best they can be. So for starters, this dark cape, I like the cross-hatching texture, so we can still see that, but I feel like we just need to, let's just get that locked in. Next, again, to make the background stand out, let's do, I know I used yellow on Ray, but because I've got orange on one side, I feel like, and because of the colors I'm going to use on the inside, I feel like that's actually going to be the way to go. Adding in just some quick yellow, and already, look at that, already, isn't that wild? Like, it already makes things stand out a little bit. It's already better. Just a little more defined. While I'm at it, there's some dark areas here where I can see just some of the scribbles coming through. I don't mind that. It's a little bit of texture, a little bit of grit, but I want to, I don't want the bright white little areas to stand out as much. And then speaking of bright white areas, just a little bit here and a little bit here. Let's just knock that back. Okay, now here's the reason I wanted to do this one today. This is complicated because Captain Phasma is chrome and super reflective. So this presents a challenge. Now there was a reference, a photo of this Funko Pop that I drew this from. I don't have that reference anymore, and I don't know that even though the reference had all the details there, I don't know the reference really gives the cartoony feel of chrome as much. So we're gonna try to make up, bear with me, we're gonna try to make it up today, and I don't know how this is gonna go down. I don't know if this is gonna work great or not, but we're gonna try. So first, I'm going to put in the horizon line of Captain Phasma. So maybe a little bit more here. And where this comes down here. Something like that. So the horizon line is going to be kind of where the core shadow is, but because it's highly reflective, it's just going to be kind of in the middle of all of these areas here. And already, I mean, that's starting to look like chrome, right? Because you've got that reflection. Now, this is not always what the reflections are. I learned how to do this as a kid. There used to be this monster truck called Bigfoot, and I learned how to do chrome by staring at the logo. I just thought it was the coolest thing. And I would draw the Bigfoot logo as a kid. So the next thing that I would do is there's kind of like that core of the reflection. Now the ground is usually brown, so we just kind of see this and we know it as just kind of that chrome look. So now the rest of this underneath gonna look like so. Okay, then we are going to do a light blue. We're going to do kind of a sky color. And this is what's going to kind of help make this look chrome as well. And again, I am just making this up. So we could have like a super bright highlight here. I don't know if you can see that circle. And then from there, the sky is always darker towards the top, and it always gets lighter towards the horizon. So if we can render this out really quick. And can you see already how in the head that kind of looks chrome-ish? Hopefully. Kind of. Maybe. That looks cool, right? Now we have another highlight here. And then it's going to be darker towards the top, lighter towards the horizon. Now over here, this is going away from us, or it's going away from the highlight, I should say, not away from us on this side. So we distinctly probably want to make it a little darker over here. By the way, this is, again, this isn't official. Like, I've got no reference. I'm kind of just making this up. And, you know, when you're doing something like chrome, it's more about, it's not always about things being exact and just things looking good. And this is looking kind of cool, right? Chromey Phasma. We're going to do the same on all the things here. Closer to the horizon, gets a little bit brighter. And the cool thing about doing that is it puts a lot of contrast in the middle. So it puts the light area of the horizon lighter, and then you've got the dark area here of the, you know, kind of the background, the dark horizon, land meeting against the sky. So there's some good contrast there. I don't want it to be brighter than these lines here. So Chrome Phasma, that's looking kind of cool. Now, one more thing I could do, I could go a little bit darker with some of those blues to make that stand out a little bit. So I could just go, yeah, let's go just a little bit more saturated around the edges here, so it's just a little bit darker in the sky up above. That's going to help just kind of give a little bit more rendering. See how already that kind of helps make the helmet kind of turn over a little bit? So the sky is really light here, and it's just getting darker and darker towards the top. Bro, that helps so much. A little bit darker on the edges, and then this will be the opportunity to kind of go a little bit. Now that helps. See how that already kind of helps? It makes it look like the helmet, like this part right here is kind of angled towards the highlight, but then it shifts and it's away from the highlight. So the fact, excuse me, the fact that we have it a little bit darker on this side, that helps quite a bit. Nice. So let's do a little bit more of that just around the areas that where the sky is a little bit darker. Oh yeah, that nice punch of color. Sorry, I know this is shaking my little stand here that's holding my phone. So there you have it. There is one more thing you need to do. And that is, you need to sign your work. All right, really quick. And it's not perfect. It's not like, this isn't an amazing illustration. You know, the color pencil blue markers would have been better. This paper has, it has a nice tooth to it, but for something so small, I mean, look how small this is. Trading cards are really small, so it's hard to get, you know, details, shading without it looking so chunky. But that's a really quick way. You can just get some nice color, some nice rendering really quick on your very quick sketch card. All right, I will be back next week with something new for you.